Thank you very much for the kind introduction. And I would like to say that it is very refreshing to be physically present in the event once again. So I would like to start with a brief presentation of a few ideas and thoughts on how we move in the direction of the energy paradigm shift. I would like to focus on the technology challenges and the investment opportunities and how we at Eunice see this challenge and this opportunity. So initially, I would like to show you a little bit what is our view of a modern energy company. So we at Eunice want to be very clear at what we believe for the energy transition, and we believe in 100% renewable energy, 100% green energy for all, and we want to realize this in a modern and sustainable way. And the process to do that is by vertically integrating the various aspects of energy in the modern era, and by including technology and innovation in our daily agenda. Therefore, renewables and the energy paradigm shift does not come only by energy investments, but also by investments in R&D and technology. So we can see that we do have the typical aspects of wind parks and PV plants and investments in this field. However, we are committed in developing technologies in the field of energy storage by implementing the first green island and the first in Greece and the first green island in Europe that signed a PPA agreement that is grid connected with a day-ahead market type of operation, and this is the island of Tilos. For 3 years now, this project has been producing amazing results. It has been successfully operating and has been multiple times awarded because of its innovation. Now, a continuation of that is the investment of the company in R&D in the field of wind energy by establishing the first facility that designs, manufactures, and installs small-scale wind turbines in Greece. And of course, innovation and energy paradigm shift does not only happen in the standard electricity production and generation, but also in the field of transportation. And in this regard, we have been innovating again together with the American company Blink Charging, where we design and develop unique chargers for the first time in Greece for the European e-mobility networks of the company. Of course, when we start going up the scales, we see the large-scale electricity production and generation, and in that regard, the new and modern era of energy requires large-scale storage, and we are in the happy position to announce that we are currently pursuing the two largest lithium-ion battery storage systems that will be hopefully very soon in the building process. And of course, the new era of energy requires interconnections. Interconnections are the cornerstone of energy system integration, and they pave the way for a unified, low-cost, reliable European grid. Last but not least, I would like to, of course, remind everyone that we have to have bold targets and bold goals, and that's why we say we only believe in 100% green, clean energy. Very few points about our vision and our view about interconnections. So the current outlook of the European grid is one that shows that countries aim and try to interconnect with each other in order to provide grid resilience, reduce the cost of energy, and this is kind of the example that they set for every other country in the region. This is an example that Eunice aspires, and we definitely are very active in this process, and I will show you very shortly how we propose to interconnect our country and create and transform Greece into an energy hub of the region. So the first major project that we are actually developing right now is called GAP, is the Greece-Africa Power. It's essentially the first time that an interconnection between the European and the African continent from Greece is tried and is proposed. It is a very significant project in the field of energy, but also in the field of geopolitics. And essentially, what this interconnection will do is it will offer all the benefits of interconnecting the European power grid together with the Egyptian and therefore the African power grid, with very interesting benefits, technological but also economical, and I will show you a few afterwards. So that, in combination with other interconnection projects of our company and others, will allow Greece to become the very much long-awaited energy hub in the region. And we firmly believe that despite the discussions about gas pipelines and gas interconnections, electricity interconnections are playing and will play a very, very significant role in the near future. As you can see in the map, the interconnection between Greece and Egypt through the Greece-Africa Power Project allows the mobilization of not only electricity, but also of capital from Europe to Africa and Middle East and vice versa. And this is kind of the key point in this sort of regional development. The sister project, the Southern Aegean Interconnector project, is a project that interconnects the mainland Greece with Crete by a parallel interconnection of various smaller islands, and also the interconnection of large-scale renewable energy capacity through the Aegean project, which is another project of our company, which is also offering a unique perspective in what can be achieved in the new the new era of energy in the field, in this region. So what we do here is we collect a very large amount of renewable energy generation. The Aegean project is 582 megawatt in capacity. And through the interconnection to mainland Greece and to Crete, we offer the opportunity to trade this renewable energy, this green energy, very effectively with the highest amount of profitability, either towards Europe or through the Greece-Africa Power, the GAP interconnection to the southern part or the northern part of Africa, or to the southern part of the Mediterranean. So we effectively establish a complete system of interconnections together, bundled together with large-scale renewable energy projects in order to offer high viability for these investments. As I told you before, the Aegean project is a unique project because it offers all these extremely positive benefits of offshore wind energy, and including, of course, the extremely high yields, with the peace of mind and the cost effectiveness of onshore installations by utilizing our natural offshore platforms, which are the small islands and islets of the country. Of course, renewable energy generation is intermittent, and as good as any network interconnection can be, it's only beneficial to add additional storage. Storage offers this time shift through the day that allows the best utilization of the renewable energy produced or transported through the interconnections in order to achieve the best possible return in terms of the trading of the energy in the international stock markets. In this regard, Eunice has two major projects, both at the decarbonization zones in Greece, north and south. These are by far the largest storage projects in the country, 250 megawatt each, 1,000 megawatt hours. And those projects will not only provide a massive investment and a capital injection in these regions, but they will also provide the grid stabilization that is very much needed in grids that are highly penetrated by renewables, but will also offer the possibility to successfully trade at high profit the energy that we propose to transfer through those international interconnections. And just as a general closing presentation of the future, the way we see it through this energy paradigm shift, we would like to give you kind of a visual idea of how could this system work. So we have the European grid with Greece with its interconnections to the other countries. We have the two main storage systems. You can see them with yellow on the map. And we have the SAI and the GAP, the two interconnection projects to interconnecting European grid with Egypt. And because electricity is a real-time value, and it doesn't have the limitations of traditional fuels, what we can do is we can see throughout the day how can this project work. We can see that starting from Egypt, because of the time shift and time difference, we have an early production of photovoltaics in Egypt. At the same time, in the UK is an example, could be any other Western country. We have a time delay, and therefore now we can trade solar energy produced by Egypt, transmitted by the system to the western side of Europe, real time. This gives the opportunity to sell at beneficial prices. At the same time, the load curve of Egypt and that of UK, for example, a Western country, is such that we can now not only better serve the load profile, but we can now start storing energy from one system in order to discharge the same amount of energy to the other system. What we see here is that we can use the time shift between countries, Eastern and Western countries, and combine interconnections and storage in a way that we can have the optimal way of trading energy throughout the European or the regional grid that we propose. We actually propose a shift in the way we consider energy in all scales. We propose a new way of thinking about the energy companies, because now energy companies need to transform into technology companies as well. And we propose a shift in the way we perceive energy trading. We speak about real-time, fast trading. We see the value of storage, interconnections in all scales, from utility scale to residential. And we invite vendors, international companies, and investment funds or investors alike to join us in this effort to transform the energy system and offer a much more modern and cost-effective view of how things could be done in the field of energy in the future. Thank you very much.